I'm Charlie Redner, and welcome to the Right Now Show.
And I'm Judy Saxon, and this is a program where we put the emphasis on writers, writing, and the arts.
So Judy, what have you been up to in the last couple of weeks?
A really interesting project. It's called the Village Centenarians Photo Project, and we interview people 100 years old and over. And it's such a inspiring project to meet these people.
How
They're
many do you
amazing.
have?
Well, they're going to do 15.
Okay.
And we have over 75 centenarians in the village, which is a lot. I know. Wow. I know. And to hear their philosophy and their wisdom, what a treasure they are.
Not bad.
And what's going on with the busiest man in Laguna Woods Village.
Hardly, but I am teaching the Writers Club this meeting coming up on Friday, April the 12th.
Oh, good.
And I'm going to do something that's a little unusual. My editor, who also teaches writing all over the country, he teaches a class, and I'm going to mimic him. He does it where you write just a little biography, maybe 2 paragraphs, and then you convert that into fiction by adding some fictional notes to it. And then third, you end up writing it as a poem. And that's what I plan to do.
Wow.
Interesting, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, we have a wonderful guest today, Charlie.
Well, tell me about her.
Her name is Dr. Jeannie Mayer. Wow, this is just a bit of her bio. She's a singer, composer, actress, comedian, keynote speaker. She's an author. She got her doctorate in music education and educational television. Welcome, Jeannie.
Oh,
Hi, Jeannie.
thank you. Hi, Charlie. Hi, Judy.
And do you know how to cook too?
I do.
I figured as well.
Yeah, I'm a good cook too.
Wow.
Yeah, it's good to
Full
see you.
disclosure, I know Jeannie from our video club.
Yes,
and
I do
Team
too.
One, and she's I guess a or you are facilitating
right.
the Video One, which is the production company of the video club. So
yeah.
welcome.
Thank
Welcome.
you.
Well,
Good to
Thanks
have
for
you.
having me. It's fun to be here.
I have to tell you, you made a short video called, well, tell us.
It's called Jeannie's Makeup Moment.
It's brilliant. I laugh so. It is equal to anything you see on primetime television. And I see this this statuette here, so that's what you won for. Oh, yeah. Well,
I agree, Judy. I laughed my head off when I saw it.
Good morning. This is Jeannie Mayer, and I'd like to welcome you to Jeannie's Makeup Moment. We're here today to improve our looks, ladies. You know how men, they just get up and they just brush their hair and run out the door. What are they? We need to work a little bit harder than that. We need a first aid makeup kit to beautify us, and we have ours with us today, and we are going to use it. Let's start off with foundation. Now you need some foundation to really just hide all those wrinkles and crinkles and kind of smooth everything out. Yes, here we go. We're gonna just squish that in there, and we're gonna apply it to our cheek. The cheek. Good, the cheek. And the chin. Good, beautifully. Smooth it out, just so silky, smooth, just lovely. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, it's fabulous. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much. Okay, now you look a little bland, you look a little pasty. So to take that pastiness away, we're going to use some blush. Yes, my grandma used to use her lipstick, but those are the olden days girls. Now we actually have blush that we're going to use. So let's try that now. We're going to get our cheeks all beautiful. Yes. Oh, isn't that nice? So pretty. So much better. Just stand there. All right, yes, fabulous. Okay. It just makes you look alive, makes you look youthful. Yes, that's enough. Thank you. Now, for the next one that we're going to do, I think we should apply our mascara. Now, your eyes aren't going to be very pretty unless you can see your eyelashes. So, here's our mascara. Yes, I don't know what the problem is, why I can't get it open. Here it is. Okay, go ahead and apply the mascara. Oh, that's close enough. Yes, good. Oh, that's so pretty. Yes, try to put that back there. Okay. Oh, good. Okay. We've got the mascara. All righty, then we want to apply our lipstick. All right, choose a good color for you girls, but make sure it's not too blah. You don't want to look blah. You want to, no, that's the mascara. This, here's the lipstick. Okay, oh good, perfect. Let's not break the lipstick. Oh yes, there it is, we've got it. So then you want to apply it on your lips. Put it on your lips. No, the lips. I don't know what's wrong with me today. I can't get my own lipstick on. Okay, let's try that again. Go for the lips. Ooh, there's the lip. Ooh, oh. Make sure you don't get it on your teeth. Oh. I got on my toe. Thank you so much. And that's it. Don't I look prettier than when I got here? I want to thank you so much for joining me today in Jeannie's Makeup Moment. See you next time. Bye-bye. Good job. Okay.
I have to ask you, how did it come about? I mean, was it a collaborative effort that you put your heads together, or did you write the whole thing, or?
Oh, well, it's a short story, Judy. First of all, my friend Cheryl Martin, she says, you know what we should do? We should do this funny thing where, you know, somebody stands behind you and they're the hands and you talk. She goes, oh, it's hilarious. And I thought, oh, come on. That sounds like high school to me. I go, well, let me think about it. So then I really like Cheryl. We're really good friends. And I said, well, okay. So we just got together and Betsy Martin set up the camera and it was just all ad lib. It was just all off the cuff.
It was ad lib?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I could tell because
just off the cuff. You know?
I figured if you had one hand, you could find the lipstick and hand it to the other hand, but you didn't. It was just like, where's
well, and first of all, I wasn't going to use my hands at all.
No.
And then I don't know. We did so many takes that after a while,
she couldn't find
us. I'm like, here, you know, because we're just doing it over. And then I said to her, I said, you know, why don't we enter it in the video awards contest? And she goes, I don't want to do that. I said, what have we got to lose? It's funny. Maybe somebody will like it. Right. So she edited it all down, put the laugh track, put the music, and then we entered it, and then we won. We won. There were 3 winners. We won second place. So.
Well, that's fine. That's
I
still
know,
wonderful.
it's still
and you
winning.
enjoyed doing it, and it was
yeah.
fun. It's really worthy
Oh,
of it.
it is. Yes, yes. I wish you would go on with it and enter it wherever you enter those short videos.
Oh, well, maybe. Oh, and the thing I forgot to tell you, the way it came up is I've been doing makeup for the video club, for the shoots, and everybody said, oh, teach us how to do makeup. We don't know how to do, what if you're not there? We need to know how to do makeup. So that was our answer to, well, here it is.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so now they know how to do makeup.
Right, right.
I was planning to do a little skit and pretend that you weren't here. And by the way, I was
right.
nervous, right? And then I was just going to play that because I said maybe she's doing her own makeup.
Yeah, good thing I did. I thought they were going to do makeup here. I would have been pasty. I would
Anyhow,
have been pasty.
Moving along,
Yes.
Dr. Jeannie. I noticed you used Dr. Jeannie. You have your PhD in music?
Yes, music education.
Did you write a thesis?
It's called a dissertation.
Dissertation?
Thesis is for your master's. Dissertation is your doctorate. Yes,
So
yes, I did.
Did you publish
Yes.
it?
No, I didn't want to. In fact, I had to fight the school,
Because
so
they want it
wouldn't
published?
publish it. You know, because it's intellectual property. Because I've taken all the research and I'm writing a book, a regular people book, which I'm taking because it's really profound, and that's my whole shtick. You know, my whole calling is music and children,
Right.
and people don't know that when children take music at an early age, their IQ soars. It goes up, 33 points.
That is so
I
amazing.
know it.
But what about adults? I mean, I'm taking line dancing. Will that do
Yes.
something?
On Mondays?
Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Oh, right. I know that for a fellow.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it all goes
Does it
together.
work for adults
Yes,
too?
of course.
Yeah.
And they're looking at, you know, the senior research is more like, okay, help your memory, you know, help your coordination, and where the IQ is already, it
Yeah.
helps in everything. But the children, just starting off, you know, the actual basic windows of learning are 0 to 8. People don't even know that. And then we keep learning our whole lives. But
Right.
at those years, the children are just like a Hoover vacuum cleaner.
That's where that second language comes in early.
A language is age 2.
They didn't start teaching in
So
high school when
early.
I went through school,
So
so
early.
we missed it.
Yeah, and music is open till 10. But that's what the people, the Chinese, the Japanese, mostly Chinese, know that. They know that they have the children until they're 8 to learn violin, piano, you know. And I've talked to so many people that have come here from Europe, and they said, we don't understand why Americans focus so much on sports and not music. Sports is fine. Sports are fine. I'm very athletic. I love it. But the music is imperative. So
33 points.
30.
Wow.
Well, say
That's a lot.
It's a lot. So say look at the what you call it graph. You
Yeah.
know. What is
Charts,
that?
whatever.
The thing. Anyway, 100. 100 is speaking of memory. 100 is. I better go sing something and get my memory going. So 100's average. Okay. So if a child takes music at an early age,
Yes.
now they're going up into like getting up into the genius realm. You know.
Yes.
Yeah, I should do it this way for you. This up the 120. One of my moms, one of the kids' moms, she came up to me and she was all excited. You know, she goes, "Oh, Nicholas! Everybody thought he was so smart. He went down and tested to see if he had a high IQ." Now, during class, I'm watching the kids. I can tell. I can see it. You know, you just know.
What
She's
grade are we talking about now?
2 to 5 years old, preschool. So she said, "Oh, he tested genius," and I just stood there like, "Uh-huh." So she said it again. She's all hyped up, and I said, "I know. I was watching Nicholas, and yeah, I could just see him just getting it, and you know, you can read people, you know,
Yes,
especially
yeah,
kids are so
yes,
sweet."
yes.
But no, it's true. It's really, you know, of course they don't know. They're just having fun,
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
They're just,
Which is the best way
Yeah,
to do it, of course.
exactly,
Yeah.
so.
And this book is a part of your teaching?
yes, I
What
did.
is it?
I did it. Well, this is the. Oh, do you want me to leave it there for you, or you want me to hold
you
it?
can hold it for
Okay.
a second because
This is Jeannie Mayer's Music Club. This is
Right.
so the songs that I was writing, all the songs original, we did an album. And
Did you really?
Yes. And I flew out at the time I was living in Nashville, which I'm from here. I'm not a Southerner, and I talked to my friend. I said, "We've got to do an album." Yeah. So he's a composer and he's a film scorer, etc. We're very good friends. So I flew out to Burbank and I saw the paper and I picked up the newspaper and I went, "Oh, Sherry Lewis died." And I went, "My turn."
Yeah, I remember Sherry Lewis.
Oh.
Sure.
Lamb chop.
Yeah, lamb chop.
So this goes with the album, the kids' album. Now I have many more that I'm going to do, but
And who published it for you? Did you find a publishing company?
yes,
that-
Do Re Mi Publishing. Yes, that's
Okay.
what it is. So actually, all the songs have these learning concepts on them, and this is a coloring song book. Like here's Mr. B.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
That's
Mr. B, Mr. B, won't you come and play with me? Buzz, 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 buzz. Bzz. So it shows notes are going up, and then we have a whole lesson around notes going up, and they can color Mr. B.
And
right
did you
here.
write all the songs?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, so it's all in here. So that's what this is, and they can tell you all these notes, what they are, how many beats.
oh my
Like,
goodness.
well,
2 to 5 years old.
Oh, they can learn.
Oh my goodness.
At least these. I asked this one little boy one time in class. I said, "Now, how many beats does a whole note get?" And he thinks he goes 100. And I was doing a lesson on meet the instruments, you know,
Right.
Orchestral instruments, and I said, "What is this?" It was a picture of a viola. This one little girl goes, It's a granola." She says, It's the way I remember it. It's easy because it's like the breakfast cereal,
Right.
Right.
the granola. And I said, "What's this picture of?" It's a cello. This little boy goes, "Jello."
Oh.
It's time for music club. It's time for music club. Hey kids, it's Jeannie Mayer's Music Club. It's time for music club. Let's have some music fun and join Dr. Jeannie in Music Club.
But first they must shake their sillies out, because Miss Jeannie is serious about the benefits of music.
It absolutely does, and it actually develops the whole right side of the brain. Art and music are the only things that do that. And the right side of the brain is the area of the brain which the creator comes out of, the entrepreneur, the leader, the engineer, like the CEO, more than just a an artist or a musician. It just builds the whole brain.
Nicholas, are you here? Yes, I am here. Eliza, are you here? Yes, Miss Jeannie, I am here.
Ready, everybody, are you here?
Yes,
Jeannie's taken everything she's learned as a former music teacher, performer, and early childhood education expert, and has created a hip-swaying,
You're my little girl, you're my little boy.
thigh-slapping, galloping music program for children 2 to 8 years old.
See, it's fun, but they don't even, well, they know they're learning. See, kids want to know the truth. If you tell them it's important and they're really learning something, they're excited about it, because really the window of learning is 0 to 8. That's the basic first major window of learning.
Just think back to when you were a kid. Couldn't you spend hours doing this?
Like when they're marching around, they're learning the beat. And when I stop the music at the end of the phrase, they don't realize it, but they're learning phrases in music, which is a musical sentence. You know, the other things they know they're learning, like the scale.
Little C. Jack, can you sing?
The notes, they can clap the notes and tell you that's a quarter note. That gets 1 beat, that's a whole note, that gets 4 beats. They know they're learning.
As they pick up the tunes and movements, Jeannie says they quickly begin to expand their memory, their sense of timing, and their physical coordination.
You quickly realize that you don't have to be young to do this. You just have to try to keep up.
And although they're learning new language skills, the joy they get from Miss Jeannie's class isn't always expressed in words.
So do you like singing about bugs? Really?
I do it at home.
You do it at home?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I read my books.
And so does Hartley's sister Darcy. When they leave the Williamson County Recreation Center, they'll go home and treat their parents to the same songs over and over again.
I never stop them with music. I might ask them to go play in the other room, but I never ask them to stop. Music is part of a well-rounded child. Without music, you miss too much.
They learn that repetition and they love that, because how much do they really know in their little lives? They're like 2, 3, 4 years old, 5 years old. You know, they're not like you and I. They, oh, remember when we, you know, they're like, oh, remember last week when we did the, you know, we did the snail or we did the frog, or that's a very important thing for them.
Here we go, everybody. Be dancers ready. Go.
Because they have found in the wonderful world of music the freedom to have fun and learn at the same time.
Join Dr. Jeannie in Music Club.
And
They're so
you
cute.
also won the John Lennon songwriting. You won a John Lennon songwriting award, and one of the songs was "Everybody Laugh." I was intrigued with that title. Now, was that for children? Or?
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's a longer song. That most of the songs are short because they're so young. But I thought, you know, kids just aren't laughing. Like, we grew up in hysterics every night after dinner. My dad was hilarious. And so I wrote that song. Shall I offer it to you now?
Sure.
Okay. Goes. Too bad we should have a clip of.
Well, we should
yeah,
have a
we should-
guitarist with us today.
Well, we should have the album.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, but
Oh.
we didn't think of that. It goes, just part of it. Everybody laugh, let yourself go free, make a silly face, laugh and slap your knee. It goes like, ah ha 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 ha, ah ha 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 ha, ah ha ha ha. Everybody laugh. Frowns go away, tears say good day. You cannot feel sad when you hold your stomach and you're laughing. Ah ha 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 ha, ah ha 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 ha, ah ha ha ha. Everybody laugh. Then it goes into the,
I
to
think
the
I heard
bridge.
that on the classical music station
Did
here
you?
in LA. Yes, I love it.
On KUSC.
Yes.
That's my next pitch is to Rich Caparella on KUSC.
Oh, yes.
I'm kidding. You know, it was funny. Speaking of what kids say, the other day I remember this little girl. She, I said, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" And she goes, "When I grow up, I want to be a pig." And I thought, okay, let me ask her next week. So next week I asked her, I said, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" "When I grow up, I want to be a pig."
She hadn't changed her
She hadn't
plans.
changed her plan at all. There was this one little boy that was calling everything a cucumber. "Oh, look, a cucumber." I guess it was his new word. "Oh, a cucumber." So he said to this little 4-year-old, he says, "You're a cucumber." And she goes, "I'm not a cucumber. I'm a lady." Never ending hilarity.
It's such a
Yeah.
great age,
Oh.
too. That was my favorite age in working with children. They're so open. And
Oh,
Yeah.
what did you do working with children?
I worked in children's centers for a while, yeah. And 4 years old. Oh, so open and just themselves. And I know, I loved it.
No
yeah.
inhibitions at all. They just let it out.
And this one time I make these little hats and stuff they wear, and they're laminated, you know, and I was putting it on them, and I said, "Now, be careful, they can still tear even though they're laminated." And they're like, "Oh, okay." So this one girl ran away, and she looks back to me, she goes, "Laminated? What did you do? Put lemonade on them?"
Kids say the darndest things.
Oh, I
think
know.
That could be a show.
Yeah, that's a good title for a
yeah.
show. Maybe I'll try that.
Why don't you do one, right?
In fact, you know what? Art Linkletter looked at the program. Oh, God
Oh,
rest
did
his
he?
soul. I have a
Yeah.
little quote from him. He goes, "Well, music club's definitely a worthwhile project," whatever he said, worthwhile. Anyway, he said something. I love that man. It was so
Oh,
precious.
yeah.
Yeah, I have a little letter
now tell
from
us
him.
about your music club. What was that?
That's this. Okay.
Oh, so that was a club.
Well, it's just called Music Club.
It's
but
called
it's
Music
not,
Club,
Yeah,
okay.
it's not. That's the kids. Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
all right.
Yeah. Right.
Okay. Well, so now, what are you doing now? With
Right now?
Yeah, I mean, how did you get to
Right
Laguna?
now?
Right now.
I'm right here. This is it.
Yeah.
It's a comedy routine we didn't
I
ask
know,
for, right?
I know.
How much are you paying me?
You're so creative.
Do you know, I am SAG.
Scale,
I am
scale.
SAG and AFTRA.
That's all you get.
I
then.
know.
I don't even get like.
We should tell our
No
viewers
residuals.
what SAG and AFTRA is. Tell our viewers.
Oh, Screen Actors Guild.
Yeah,
And
right.
so when you're acting in Hollywood, you know, you're trying to get into Screen Actors Guild because you get more work. First you do non-union, and then you have to get a Screen Actors Guild union job in Taft-Hartley, which was a bill, to get into Screen Actors Guild. So, you know, they have to want you so badly that they will pay a fee to get you into, but then you also have to pay a fee. So,
Right.
yeah, so that's that. Then if they have just a SAG shoot, then you're on SAG. And AFTRA's TV,
AFTRA's.
SAG's
Tell our viewers what AFTRA is, too.
American Federation of Television and Radio Artists. So that's TV and radio, and then SAG is film.
Film, yeah.
I was an AFTRA member.
Were you?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I was doing Subaru commercials, and I used to
that's
do
right.
tags all the time. Well, they wanted to make sure that I was union to do the tags. So.
Now, what's a tag?
Well, you have a 30-second commercial, and 29 seconds is commercial, and then you have a few seconds at the end
Voiceover.
to do a voiceover for
Yeah.
a specific dealership or region.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm learning.
Yeah, I love voiceovers. I've done voiceovers too,
Right.
and I also, this friend of mine, we did these radio shows. I wrote a 30-minute poem, and I did all like female animals kind of thing, and he did the male animals. It's so cute. I can't wait to get that on the air. We have like, I guess 5 of them in the can, but I haven't done anything with them yet.
And what will you do with them? Will you go to some kind of a production company, or what would you do to
Yeah,
get them?
I don't know. I don't know yet.
No, I'm asking because
I don't know.
there's these, these festivals in Hollywood where you can go and pitch your work and do
Yeah.
things like that.
Oh, maybe, yeah. I'll just get them. They're all done. I mean,
Yeah.
I just went ahead and produced them, and recorded them and edited them and all that.
So who would run it? I mean, would PBS be interested?
Well, I think you can buy airtime.
Of course you can buy the time.
I don't really know.
And then you got to sell the commercials, right?
Which I think would be fun. I thought that would be
Yeah.
fun to sell.
Well, you're
radio
so
time.
creative. So,
Yeah.
so now what is on the agenda for the near future?
You mean after the show?
After this show,
After the
this
right now
afternoon,
show.
what is
I'm going to go swimming with Jan.
I'll meet you at the pool. I'm filming
Pool
the,
5.
the
Well,
gals at the...
I know you are, and I went over to pool 4. Remember, and you can.
Yes.
Valerie said I could swim in that little area that it's not the main
Right.
area. But Jan didn't believe me. She went. Oh, and I'm saying her name right out loud.
And
Sorry.
Valerie is the president of the Aquadettes, right?
And
Yeah.
And that's our synchronized swimming group.
Right.
Is that what you call it?
it's
synchronized.
the Aquadettes.
Yeah.
But
synchronized.
Just for those who don't.
Anyway, we're going to pool
We have
5.
so many clubs.
Oh, okay.
You're going to, well, that isn't quite what I meant with the question.
Oh, really?
but-
Oh,
I did catch you swimming along. You told me not to, but I got a little
Oh, you
taste of you
did?
going down there. So you're going to have to explain if you are going to join the club someday.
Oh, you
Aquadettes?
saw me kicking my feet.
Yeah.
I was copying them.
Yes, you did.
Oh, you got that on
That would be
You stinker.
fun.
It's not going on the air.
Oh,
so
they're
don't
so
worry
cute. Yeah, they're
about
going,
it.
and I was going with them, and they're kicking my leg up.
That's good exercise, too.
It's
Yeah,
very
yeah.
good exercise.
Yes,
I
just to
mean,
stay afloat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right,
I know
right.
it. It's great you do that.
Those
with
gals
them.
swim for an entire hour up and down the pool and they don't stop. It's amazing
Yeah.
how much stamina they have. It
It's
really
amazing.
is.
It's so nice how you just volunteered your time to be with all those women in their bathing suits.
I know. Isn't that nice
Oh, it's
to me?
just what? It's just
I love it.
the aqua dude.
Yeah.
The one- yeah.
Yeah, that's such a hard job.
Well,
Yeah.
do you have any words you want to leave with us? Our time is almost up. It has flown by.
Yes. Well, I just would say to everybody, keep laughing.
Yes.
My grandma said to me,
Yep.
Jeannie, you got to laugh at life. Don't take life too seriously, and don't watch the news. It's too sad.
Yes.
It's so boring.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
just go out and just look at nature. I have a squirrel that comes up. I named him Mr. Squirrel, and he just comes right up to me, and I give him an almond. And, go out and look at the squirrels and the beautiful birds.
Grandmother
and
used to feed them too. They'd come right to the kitchen window and she'd give them nuts and things.
There's so much beauty out there that God's given us. Let's go
know.
enjoy it. And,
I know.
And laugh a little. Laugh till your stomach hurts.
That's right. I love
Wonderful
that.
advice.
I love that.
That's really good advice,
Thank
Jeannie.
you.
Well, thank you so much.
Oh, well, thank you. It was fun.
See you around the pool.
Yeah.
And the video club.
And the video club.
Do you have any words of wisdom?
I
to
found
leave?
some words on the internet,
Okay.
and I think they're pretty interesting and maybe appropriate today. If I were not a physicist, I would probably be a musician. I often think in music. I live my daydreams in music. I see my life in terms of music. Albert Einstein.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Yeah, I love it. This is by Maya Angelou. Music was my refuge. I could crawl into the space between the notes and curl my back to loneliness.
I saw that one too. I'm glad you
Well, I
grabbed it.
saw yours too, but I've used it. It's another good one.
We think alike.
We do. And this is by Hans Christian Andersen. Where words fail, music speaks.
Wonderful. Wonderful. You gonna tell them about the Writers Club?
The Writers Club meets the second, I was just about to. The Writers Club meets the second Friday of the month, 3 o'clock in the Performing Arts Center, Dining Room 1. And I'm Judy Saxon.
And I'm Charlie Redner teaching the next class. Take
Thanks
care.
for watching.